All right, guess who's recording on his cell phone because he forgot to put the SD card in the GoPro? Me. But I'm on my way to get some IBC Totes. Stick around, I'll tell you how many I'm getting, how much I paid, and what my plans are with them. So I ended up picking up 12 IBC Totes from a supplier not too far from me, not close, about an hour and a half away from where I live. But I've been communicating with them for a few months now and finally had the opportunity to get down there and pick some up. I bought 12 IBC Totes for $30 a piece. Now, I'm not lucky enough to be able to just fall on a group of free IBC totes. So the next best thing is to try to find the cheapest opportunity to buy them. And a lot of people are trying to get 30, 40, 50, even close to $100 for a complete IBC tote, especially the 330 gallon ones. Okay. Believe me, I would have loved to be able to get free IBC totes, but YouTube, Firewood has made them kind of a commodity, and people really like them for firewood. So, and other people realize it, the ones that have them realize that they can get money for them. So I just couldn't find any ones that were not free, but $30 a piece isn't that bad. And there's a lot of benefit that I get out of having IBC totes at $30 a piece. My main goal and priority is to be able to use it for material storage, mainly firewood material storage. So number one, taking firewood from the roads, from the stands here, I'm taking it out to the roadside stand. My ideal goal would be to, instead of stacking it into my hard stacks, my pallet stacks, my permanent stacks, stacking it into the totes, and then that's the last time I have to touch it until I load it into the roadside stand or into bundles. So I already started. I got 1¾ of a pallet full of firewood from the last bit. I think going forward, none of my business firewood will be stacked in the permanent spots. They'll be all stacked in an IBC tote. Number two is just temporary storage. Like here, I'm going to put my bundles of kindling in this IBC tote, so then I can have it stored, and then I can haul it out to the roadside stand or grab a couple bundles out for the roadside stand, or somebody wants to buy a couple bundles, I can. Storage of my product that I want to have available to sell. So bundles of kindling, regular bundles, bundles of mini firewood, etc. I'll have multiple different totes filled with different bundles. You can see here I cut the side open. I left the bottom row of steel and then also the top bar to hold it together. And I found that being able to stack these bundles or these totes on top of like 4 pallets really makes it easier to put firewood in. And then taking firewood out, I can have it lifted up with the tractor. And also this allows an option to dump it as well if I needed to. I'm not at the dumping point. I'm not selling firewood in bulk at this point, but I may someday. Like I said, ultimately my goal with IBC totes is to make it available for me to make my life better, producing firewood, moving firewood around with the tractor, and making it a more efficient process, less touching of individual pieces of firewood. Get him, what's back there? Get him. Get him. So I'm finally getting in the IBC tote game. I'm happy, I'm excited. It's definitely gonna be a better in process, much more improvement. I need to turn this around so I can at least get in here. There. Just gonna make my overall process much more efficient. The kindling business has been pretty good this year. I'm selling 3 to 4 bundles a week now, We're getting in the prime tourist season. I'm gonna have to consider getting myself another couple bundles of these hardwood cutoffs and cut another round. I can't believe I haven't done this sooner. Look at that. I didn't have this bolt tightened up high enough, hard enough, and I couldn't, the bucket wouldn't stay in that position. They would rotate back down. And now that I just tightened it just a little bit, I'm able to manipulate and keep the bucket where I want it for easier loading and dumping, and just making that process better too. Finished up. Got this guy used up here. That'll be all kindling bundles. I'll keep making them out of this stack. I want to fill this whole tote full of kindling. I know I need 2 at the roadside stand right now. And then I've got 2, 6, 8, 10 left over here. And I've got 2 used up over here. So I got, it actually fit perfectly inside these existing stacks. This one here I've been using, this is wood that I'm pulling from over on the other side of the roadside, the stand over the wood yard over there, and stuff is dry. I'm selling it, so I used this tote last night to fill the roadside stand. And this is the finishing of the hard maple that we stacked, and it'll be hopefully be ready next year. So I need a little bit more high maple to top this off, and then that one will be ready to go. And now I can use that tote I just emptied from the kindling to clean up these rounds that are over here. So these firewood stands actually work pretty good for storing the IBC totes. I think actually a 330 would fit in there too. If you haven't seen that video on how I built those long stands over there, the firewood racks, check out the video right here.